Hi and welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave in the comments in the comment section, please, and like and share the video as well. If you want to check out my WWE Royal Rumble 2020 predictions, they are available on the channel for you right now. But this video is about Worlds Collide the night before the Royal Rumble. A stacked card here, NXT versus NXT UK. Is this going to be a theme that's going to continue through the year? I'm interested to see, but we've got some solid matches on this card. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think that this is going to be a show-stealing night here, and we're going to start, like any good predictions video, with the pre-show match. We've got Mia Yim against Kaylee Ray. Personally, for me, not much into this match, really. Not a lot, really much build for it either, but I do think that NXT UK are going to get the victory going into the show here, so I'm going to go for a Kaylee Ray victory. But I'm going to focus more time on the main card itself. I'm going to start off with DIY against Mustache Mountain, which I think is going to be an absolute phenomenal tag team match. One night only, Gargano and Ciampa back together on the same page against, well, a duo that never disappoints in Mustache Mountain. Now, the Englishman in me wants Mustache Mountain to pick up the victory here, but I'm going to go for a DIY win here. These two guys are top guys on the NXT roster. I can't see them doing the job here. And I think that they're going to look strong going into their respective matches when we go to NXT TakeOver Portland, which is only a couple of weeks away. So I think they're going to want them to look fairly strong for that match. And unfortunately, there could be a recurring theme here for some of these matches looking at for NXT UK. Next, we'll look at Finn Balor against Ilya Dragunov. I think that Dragunov, they seem to have a lot of faith in this guy. They put him against Cesaro at the NXT TakeOver, UK TakeOver in Cardiff back in August. Now they've given him Finn Balor. One honour for this young man. He's definitely going to be put well over in this match, I believe, but I expect Finn Balor to pick up the victory. My only way feels that this won't happen is if Gargano happens to get involved, which I'm not sure if that will happen. I think they're going to want to keep Balor strong here, so I'm going to go for another NXT victory and Finn Balor to be the guy to go over in this match. Next will be the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Angel Garza will be in a Fatal 4-Way match, taking on Isaiah Swerve Scott, as well as two NXT UK representatives who I do believe will be Travis Banks and Jordan Devlin. I'm expecting this to be a special Fatal 4-Way match. All four really have got something they can offer to this match, and I think it's got potential to be an absolute show stealer. But going into results here, Angel Garza not long been the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. I think he'll retain. He's got a lot of swagger going on about him. I think personally this guy is definitely the future of NXT, and I think has got the potential to be a top Hispanic star within WWE over the next few years. So I think that he's going to continue the momentum, keep the Cruiserweight Championship, and I think he will pick up the victory. If someone has to take the fall, I'll say Travis Banks will be the guy that will take that fall. Next, we look at the NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defending against Toni Storm. Now, Toni Storm has got a couple of wins over Rhea Ripley in previous times, but it does feel over the last 12 months that the momentum has gone with Rhea Ripley since coming to the main NXT. Her and the Shayna Baszler feud has really elevated Rhea Ripley to where the point she won at War Games. In fact, the SmackDown before War Games, she beat Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match. And then she actually won the Survivor Series elimination match as well. So momentum is with Rhea Ripley. She's gone on to beat Shayna Baszler when Baszler was champion for, I think, around 14, 15 months, around that bracket. Toni Storm, unfortunately, she's had a great job as NXT UK Women's Champion when she beat Rhea Ripley. But she lost in a match against Kaylee Ray, which didn't really do any favours at the time. She took a hiatus from WWE for a few months, has come back, and I just don't feel that momentum's with her at the moment. In fact, I do wonder if a heel turn could be in her future, which will be very interesting to see from, a real, true, traditional babyface Toni Storm. So, looking at this, I think it's going to be a good match. I do think it's going to be something that's going to give Storm a bit of momentum back for her. I will say that. But I think it's going to be a very gain Toni Storm, but a losing effort. I expect Rhea Ripley to pick up the victory. So as you can see here, NXT has wiped the floor with NXT UK the whole way through the show here, apart from the kickoff match, which is sad to say. But we're going to go for the main event, which is going to be an 8-man tag match and a match I'm most looking forward to, almost as much as the Rumble matches, the Royal Rumble weekend. Undisputed Era against Imperium. Now, the ring is sacred, and I think that this is going to be a sacred occasion. It's going to be special to watch these two teams here, two factions. We love, as fans, a faction versus faction. This has got potential where this could be a War Games match. Let's be honest here. This has potential where you could really drag this out and make this a long-term thing, and how I want to see that. But if it's a one-term thing, we'll have to wait and see. But as for a prediction, I think the team that needs this, and for the brand that needs this, is NXT UK. And what a good way to put them over, but to pick up a main event victory. They, like I say, probably not going to have the best run throughout the rest of the card. The only match I can see them potentially winning, of the predictions I've made could get wrong, would be Mustache Mountain. But to beat DIY, but as I say, I think DIY will win. They get a kickoff victory, so they're going to need a victory on the main card. So Imperium, for me, is going to pick up the victory here. Undisputed Era, I think the storyline is going to start where the cracks are going to begin to appear. They've just lost the North American Championship with Roddy Strong losing to Keith Lee. I think the tag titles will be next, and then I think Adam Cole will lose his belt, potentially at the next takeover, if not at WrestleMania. We'll have to wait and see, but I think Imperium here is the team that needs the victory more. Undisputed Era, for the storyline purposes, they can afford the loss here, and I think that it would make more interesting television for Wednesday nights. Imperium can go back to being that dominant force that we know that they are. So that'll be my prediction, Imperium to pick up the win there in the main event. But that's all from me anyway. That is my Worlds Collide predictions there for you. Remember, check out my Royal Rumble 2020 predictions on the channel for you right now. And I hope there's more Worlds Collide. I'd like to see this to be a start of something where we get actually an NXT and NXT UK rivalry throughout the whole of 2020. And potentially that could lead to War Games later in the year. We'll have to wait and see. It's something I would like to see. I actually am a bit disappointed the Dusty Tag Team Classic is not here as the finals. I would have loved to have seen Pete Dunne turn heel on Matt Riddle. I think it would have been interesting, give the Grizzled Young Veterans the win, and could have been an interesting program for them too. But that's something I would like to have seen. That's not going to happen, sadly, because it's not on this card. But we'll have to see what happens with the Dusty Classic when it comes to the finals next week. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent now, so I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Subscribe, please like and share. You've been watching SCW, the Wrestling Channel.